$900,000. Should be nothing to a man with your gambling prowess, Vincent.
You know what? You're right. But I've lost so much in your casino in resentment.
What are you saying?
You know I can't afford to pay you.
You know the rules, Vincent.
I know the rules. I'll help you to write them, remember?
Well, now you're on the other side of the fence. And that means your house, your wife, your kids, and your car, the whole lot belongs to me until you pay your debt. Unless...
You know I'm not into this rubbish.
I hear what you're saying, Vincent, but take it. I insist. It's for your own good. You realise this could be your last chance. Because if you don't pay what you owe me everything.
Should I be doing this?
Of course you should. It's always been for people like you. You know the type, Vincent. Nothing to lose because you've lost it all already. Everything to gain because your life depends on it.
You're back late again, Vincent. What time is it? Good night.
Good night, my dear. I've got to get to work early this morning.
School fees, telephone, water, the car payments, and the mortgage. What about these bills?
What about them?
They need to be paid.
I've got to go.
They need to be paid, Vincent. Vincent!
Hello? Are you the money doubler?
Do you want your money doubled?
Yes.
Then I must be.
They are all guilty.
Every one of them?
Yep.
How do we know they're all guilty?
Every petty criminal we arrest denies their crimes, right?
Right?
All those guys in there were caught red-handed, either on CCTV or eyewitnesses. They can't deny it.
I don't get it.
It's like they're all oblivious to their crimes. Like they don't even know why they've been arrested.
And we're gonna charge them anyway, right?
Of course. But I've never seen so many vacant-minded thieves in all my life. Like they genuinely believe they are innocent.
Is it okay if I pay you tomorrow?
You haven't paid me for 3 months, Vincent.
I know.
Look, I will give you till the end of the week. Next week. No this, no chop.
It's okay. My deal.
A false sense of security is why it works.
A deeper sense, a false sense, MD.
Quite. Is there another thing you wanted to discuss?
Yeah, how much have we taken this month?
Just under 1 million.
Not excessive.
1 million is not excessive, Johnson. Your greed certainly is.
It's my greed that keeps this operation running. Without it, what have we got? Nothing.
You're right, Johnson. If we take your greed away, you are left as half a man.
You and I both know that greed completes the man.
Yes, it also finishes men off.
You have the money? 500,000 as agreed.
No! That which is doubled must come from a place, from your mind and your will. Will take my space. You have a car?
Yes, I have a car.
Go, check the boot.
Wow! 1 million!
Nanu! That which is doubled must come from a place, from Vincent's mind and Vincent's soul. Will take my space.
Money, Vincent?
900,000.
For me?
Every penny of it.
Cash?
Crisp, fresh, and in 100 note as requested.
That's just how I like it. Let me propose a toast to a continuing relationship.
We are even.
We're even, Vincent.
I owe you nothing.
Nothing. You can call the rest of your life nothing, Vincent.
So you do remember where you live?
Our problems are over.
You know what puzzles me is that none of these guys have anything to show for their work. You'd expect common thieves to have a little stash or something. Even if it's not a regular Aladdin's cave, you'd expect them to have something to show for it.
They're obviously disposing of what they steal somewhere.
Yeah, but take this one. Robert Castle stole 50,000 from his employers. The money has not been recovered, and there has not been a single piece of evidence to suggest that he's been on a spending spree of any kind. What has he done with all that money?
He could have given it away. You know, like Robin Hood. Steal from the rich and give it to the poor.
Robert Castle is poor. He should be stealing for himself.
Drugs?
Now, we've had him in custody for 5 days. There has not been a single sign of withdrawal symptoms from him.
Vincent! I thought you'd gone out. Your car is not outside. Where is it?
I sold it.
You sold it? Why did you sell the car?
I don't know. Magic, are you okay?
Vincent?
This is out of character, Commissioner. The Minister for Finance is known to be very frugal with his money.
That's what I thought, but when his wife told me that he'd again withdrawn $5 million from his account...
What has he done with the money?
That's just it. She has no idea. The $5 million has vanished. He's only got $5 million left in his account.
Only?
Well, he is the finance minister. The point is, he just keeps on withdrawing large amounts of cash, sometimes twice a month. When she tries to talk to him about it, he just smiles like he's on drugs or some kind of spell.
What do you want the police department to do about it? I mean, this is a private matter. The guy is free to do whatever he wants with his money.
Officially, we can't do anything, but unofficially, we can do what the hell we like. Besides, if the press find out that our very own finance minister squandered a $25 million fortune...
I get your point.
So unofficially, we've got to do something. I will need to find out what the minister is doing with his life savings.
Right, sir.
Maurice, it's my Jigain. My Jigain, yeah, sir.
Majigen, long time. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
And Vincent?
Actually, Vincent, it's why I'm calling. The last few days, Vincent has not been himself.
What do you mean?
He's been taking things from the house and selling them.
Like a spring clean?
The TV, the stereo, the furniture.
I don't understand.
Then, this morning, I found out he sold his car.
He's upgrading his car?
No, he just sold it. When I asked him why, he just looked at me blankly. He didn't even know why he had sold.
That doesn't make sense. What's he doing with all the money?
I have no idea.
It's not often that the police spend time with the relatives of a criminal.
It's not often that I entertain the police in my house. And besides, my robot is not a criminal.
You made that point very clearly at the station, Mrs. Castle. I understand your concern, but unless you cooperate, we will not be able to progress.
You are sitting in my compound, on my chair, with a fresh cup of tea I have just prepared. I have done all I can to cooperate.
Your son was caught red-handed, along with all the boys we're detaining. We have footage of Robert opening Mr. Gassama's safe and taking the money.
I have seen that footage, and there's no denying that my son is the one in the video.
I understand he's your son, but why protest his innocence when the video footage shows he's clearly guilty?
Have you tried talking to him?
Have you tried talking to a brick wall?
Well, officially, there's not much I can do.
I'm your wife's sister. I need your help.
My ex-wife.
Whatever, just see what you can do, okay?
Okay.
All those so-called boy criminals that you have locked up are under someone's spell.
Spell?
Yes, spell. And the only way to break it is to apprehend those that cast it over them.
You're saying that your son is a thief against his own will?
That's what I'm saying, Detective.
And that someone has instructed them to steal? I can't believe that.
This is Africa, Detective. Those with no belief don't last.
We'll keep in touch.
Alas!
Oh, Majigain is back.
Mr. Yasa, your house is in a tremendous location. The property is in great proximity to both Banjul and the Senegambia area. And as it is 4 bedrooms, this means it must command at least 1.5 million.
What the hell is going on?
Majigain, you're back already.
Who is she?
You must be Mrs. Yasa.
Get away from me. Vincent, who is this?
I am Eleanor Andrews from Eleanor Andrews Estates.
I know what you are. Vincent, what the hell is an estate agent doing in my house? And don't tell me you're putting this house on the market.
I had better leave.
I'm in this house, Majigain.
Over my dead body.
Commissioner's breathing down my neck. The Minister of Finance is going broke.
The Minister of Finance broke?
Shh. I don't want this getting out, but the guy is trimming his finances faster than the sun rises.
I get it.
You have enough money now, Johnson, to do whatever you please.
It's never enough.
travel the world, sail the 7 seas.
Where's the pleasure?
The pleasure is knowing that you can do whatever you please.
True pleasure is a thirst that's never quenched. Quenched for a few hours maybe, but it always comes back. And the longer you leave it, the more thirsty you get. But when you finally drink it, it's beautiful. And let me tell you, MD, I have a thirst for the wealth of this nation.
Yes, a thirst that you will eventually choke on.
You know you're guilty as sin, Robert. We caught you red-handed stealing from your boss.
But that was a mistake.
What? Mistake that you robbed from your boss or got caught?
I didn't mean to. Look, I don't know a robber in the land that meant to get caught.
Video evidence is conclusive, and you know what that means, Robert.
We're going to release you.
That's right, Robert, because that's the kind of liberal-minded people we are. We catch you red-handed, and we punish you by releasing you scot-free. Make sense?
Miss Law, this won't put Robert in any danger, will it?
We would never put Robert in a dangerous situation.
So long as you'll be keeping a close eye on him.
I assure you, Mrs. Castle, we will keep a very close eye on your son.
I promised the commissioner results fast, Maurice. I want your word that you'll bring me what's needed.
Chief, this is our best shot.
So be it.
Maurice, he's selling the house. I don't understand, Maurice. Something has got into Vincent.
Majigen, you've done the right thing. Don't worry, we will let Vincent sell the house.
What's Vincent doing?
It's not so much of what Vincent is doing. It's about what someone or something is doing to Vincent.
What do you mean?
Your husband hasn't been himself lately, has he?
I don't know who he is.
We think, in fact, we are pretty sure that Vincent, along with only God knows how many others, is under a spell.
A spell?
A spell.
A spell?
That's right, Majigen. An S-P-E-L-L. Spell.
What kind of a spell?
We don't know what kind. It could be any kind. We just know that there are a lot of reports of a lot of people in Banjul doing strange things.
Even the minister of finance?
Yeah, even the ministers are concerned about the situation.
But we have it all in hand.
I want to thank you.
For what, dear? We haven't done anything for you yet.
You've made it all make sense.
I'm glad it makes sense to you.
Thank you and goodbye.
You'll have to leave now. Joseph will be back soon.
I want to see my son.
You'll see him when you get better.
I'll never be better.
Don't say that, Zainabu. You'll have to go back to the village where life is hard but simple for you. You will find your senses again.
You will help me?
I will help you raise your son to the best of my capabilities. Joseph is in safe hands.
Thank you, Ma Zainab.
We're letting you go now, Robert. So how does that feel?
Great. In the soul and the mind space is my place.
Yes, Commissioner. I have my top guys on the case.
People are beginning to ask questions about the minister.
He's going straight for the bait.
It's only been 20 minutes since we released this guy from jail, and he's reoffending already. Chief,
I've just come off the phone to the commissioner.
The commissioner is putting pressure on you.
That's right.
Chief, we're on the boy's tail now. I'm pretty sure whoever put the spell on Robert put a spell on my brother-in-law and the minister.
Morris, your little theory had better be right.
The chief has a great way of passing on pressure.
That's why he's the chief.
Okay, let's go.
Yuck. No wonder these guys have nothing to show for their crimes.
They're dumping everything they steal. Wait! Look! Wait a minute. That's Vincent.
Vincent?
My ex-wife's sister's husband.
Wait there. That's the finance minister. Looks like we've caught our fish. Chief Joe.
Don't answer me.
Johnson Banborough?
The casino boss.
Who's the guy with him?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
We're closed.
I am Detective Morris Justice, and this is...
Johnson, you fool! Why do you have to act so guilty?
Stay with him!
Don't worry about me, my dear. I'm not going anywhere. Nice catch.
Johnson Vanborough, you're under arrest for handling stolen funds.
Purely for safekeeping?
Safekeeping on permanent basis, huh?
Magic, where is my car?
Are you serious?
What do you mean? Haven't you noticed my car is not in the drive? And what happened to all our belongings?
You mean you now actually notice they've gone?
Of course.
Sit down. I need to explain a few things to you.
I had a call from the commissioner this morning. Apparently, the minister is freaking over the funds that have disappeared.
That's no surprise.
Johnson is in the interrogation room. We've got the other guy. What does he call himself?
MD.
MD stand for money doubler.
Vincent!
Aye.
Care for an introduction?
Vincent, yes, a close friend of mine.
Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Vincent was under the same spell as the Minister for Finance.
Thanks for your discretion, Maurice.
Don't worry, Chief. You can trust me. I'm a journalist.
That's great.
Johnson and myself were in the casino business before he got involved in shadier dealings. I pulled out at that stage.
Shadier dealings?
Money laundering, that kind of thing. He also talked about money double scam. But I was not interested, so I took my share of the business. I kept going to the casino as a client.
Then you got into debt.
It was when I got in too deep that Johnson suggested that I see the MD. I did, and it worked.
It was soon after the money doubling that you lost your mind.
Yes.
So it was like you were given a false sense of security by seeing your money doubled?
I just thought, wow, if this guy could double my cash, then he could do anything.
That still doesn't explain how he got you to try to sell your house.
That part, Chief, I don't know.
You should soon know.
So then the next thing I know, I was surrounded...
Surrounded by cops, and they are all ready to arrest you.
That's right.
Son, we have nothing. But the little we have, we can build something. Promise me you will stay away from the money doubler.
I like having my own mind, ma.
That's a good boy.
45,000 is the best I can do. Come on, don't be ridiculous. Just 2 days ago, I sold it for you for 25,000.
Great deal, wasn't it?
So you say.
Going through your assets, Johnson, you had enough money. You could have retired years ago.
You didn't choose your job to retire, did you, detective? Exactly. I'm not in the business of retirement.
Well, Johnson, you and your friend MD won't be in any business from now on.
We'll see.
You know your ex-wife was here the other night.
How is she?
Still under that crazy spell of hers. But other than that, she's fine.
Are you the money doubler?
Do you want your money doubled?
Yeah.
Then I must be.